Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a reaction video and review of AC/DC Back in Black live in Donnington 91. Now I've heard Back in Black many times, I've not heard this one from Donnington, although I know it's a big one because they had a huge crowd there and this gets talked about quite a lot by a lot of AC/DC fans. I'm more of a Bon Scott fan, I'll be totally honest with you, but I love Johnson's stuff. The Back in Black album's great. And all the way through, Rock and Roll Train, some of their new stuff's absolutely fantastic. So I think this is a good way to kick off our reaction video for this week and go with something a bit bigger, something a bit more bombastic, and it doesn't get more rock and roll than AC/DC Back in Black. I think the beauty of tracks like this are purely, the riffs are really simple, just, things like that. It goes the same with like Smoke on the Water. Simple riffs that cut through and make you feel something the way you want to rock. And AC/DC, they've got too many riffs, too many world-class riffs to think about. Angus Young's an absolute beast of a guitar player. Not so flashy, certainly not as flashy as many as his other peers, but he's got a certain sound that just makes you want to get out of your seat and go for it. The drummer has always been just like a metronome, just phoning it in, bang, 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 bang on the money all the time. Malcolm, he's absolutely fantastic. What can you say for a rhythm guitar player? Is he the greatest rhythm guitar player of all time in rock music? Probably. I certainly can't think of anyone else that springs to mind. Well, enough babbling. Let's have a little look-see and AC/DC Back in Black live in Donnington. Let's go for it.
Hello, Donnington! How you doing? You guys look great! We got some Back in Black for you. You ready? Oh, yeah!
Some good dress sense. See that tight drumming, just dum, da da da, ba da da, da 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 da, bum. Just keeping it, just really going through, yeah, just like a train, just like a solid train that's not stopping for anyone. I love that, and that riff, just really crunchy. His sound, that SG is really, really throaty. It's got a hell of a sound to it, and his vocals, you can hear it as he's talking. He's just got a scream on him, this boy.
Back in Black! I hit the sack! But speech when I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm let loose from the news. Let's get me hanging around. I'm just looking at the sky just to get me high. Forget the hearse cause I'll never die. I got 9 lives. That size abusing everyone and never coming back. Cause I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
Look at that crowd. That's insane. That is insane. That's back when Donnington used to be huge. Those festivals used to be huge. They're a lot smaller now. We don't call it Donnington, but yeah, look at that. Fantastic. I wonder how many people were actually there. Be interesting if anyone was there. Drop in the comment section what the show was actually like, and if you knew how many people turned up. Rhythm section's tight. He's got a really distinctive vocal style. It looks like he's really reaching for every single note, but it comes across perfectly. It is perfect for this style of music. You know, I wouldn't say he was a great singer, but for this, he is number one. I couldn't think of anyone that could do the job that he does on his stuff from AC/DC better than him. And he sings the Bon Scott stuff really, really well too. So, I mean, it's hard to compare. I wouldn't really know who to compare him to. You've got other singers in other rock bands like Accept and things like that sound sort of like him, or, you know, like your Airborns that sort of are very, very similar to AC/DC, a little bit too close for me, but that's another story. His vocal style is completely different, and it looks like his voice is going to give out at any point, but it never does. It's really solid, and it really, really complements, you know, the drummer, the guitar players, and the bass player. It's just a driving force. I can't really think of anything else that's more rock and roll than an AC/DC live track with a massive crowd. Angus Young he plays in a very, very certain style, and I think what makes him great is there's no facade with it. There's no massive effects pedal, or, you know, there's no massive delay. There's no wah-wah. There's no nothing. It's just him playing it from the heart, and it's very, very precise as well. He's not messy. He's never messy. It really is. I don't want to call it blues, but this is heavy blues. How he plays, how he phrases, the scales he uses, and how he pulls off that solo is very much a blues track, but put into the rock genre, and that has been part of his sound throughout now. And I think that really does what puts him in. Well, he would be in my top 10 of all time. What puts him in that category of sort of OGs. He's never going to be as flashy as a Blackmore. He's never going to be as flashy as you know, the big 80s guitarists that we all know and love, but his thing is his thing. Like Jimmy Page's thing is Jimmy Page's thing, like Blackmore's thing is Blackmore's thing. This is Angus. When he plays the riffs, when he plays the solo, you'd have never had to have heard the song before. You know it's him because of the sound. Doesn't change. Style, although it doesn't all sound the same, his style is very similar, so you know when he's playing certain licks, you know it's him. And that's not a bad thing, because, you know, he's made it his own. You know, I think every guitarist wishes that they could be identified purely for their sound, and this is about as good as it gets. He is loving it. That's energy right there. Look at their passion. You can see it. It's just seeping through him. I mean, he's been doing this for a long, long, long time, and, you know, I know this is a long time ago, this one, but you could see he's not phoning this in. This is him. He's in there. The sweat pissing off of him, and just yeah, he's in the zone. His eyes are closed. He is just literally living the moment. Just a solid drummer Great rhythm section. That was awesome. That was really, really good. I was impressed with everyone in that, to be honest with you. The rhythm section, I know I've said it a couple of times when I was watching the video, but it wasn't flashy, it was exactly what it needed to be. All the way through. No massive drum fills, just a driving sound all the way through, keeping everything perfectly in time. Driving. Angus Young, I mean, he was, I am impressed with that. I really am. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of AC/DC. I mean, I prefer, I don't want to say, because Angus Young is a guitar hero, I prefer a bit more of a flashy guitarist, should we say, a bit more of a late 70s, early 80s sort of shredder than Angus Young, but that was good. I really, really enjoyed that. I mean, I'd love to have been at that concert. You can see the energy, and for him, you can see Angus Young, it's not all about playing super, super fast, and he can play super, super fast. I've seen some stuff that he's played, and you're like, whoa, you didn't expect it, but he does exactly what he needs to do, and he holds it just right. There's a lot of space, the riffs are good, and it's very, and I think what made them very, very popular, makes them popular, is they're accessible to everyone. The guitar work is not too flashy that you think, oh goodness me, he's playing a million notes a second. It's there, you can rock to it, but also the people that do like the heavier stuff and that do like the more rock orientated stuff that has got your sort of more virtuoso guitarist, they can enjoy this too, because how he writes these riffs, God only knows. And that's what's made him successful all the way through, I think. So you can sort of say, I'm pretty sure if you looked at some of the great guitar players, the great shredders like Steve Vai, he'd look at Angus Young and go, yeah, he's good. Completely different player, but would appreciate what he does. And I think, yeah, top 10 of all time, absolutely without question. I'll do a top 10 video and he will definitely be in there. We'll have to do have a look at some AC/DC albums as well at some point. But, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And if you were there, if you love this, or if you like any other AC/DC tracks, drop it in the comment section below and we'll have a chat about it. And yeah, maybe you can point me in the right direction on some other AC/DC live tracks that you think are better than this possibly. And yeah, we'll have a little chat. Well, thank you, and I will see you on the next video.